You guys quit clapping so fast. He said give it up and you're like, no, we're fucking finished. We've had enough of that. This is the 15th comic. Stand-up comedy is hard, huh? It's a fun job though, but it has its downsides just like every other job. Like for instance, I gotta drive to almost all my shows. That's kind of a statement that lets you know I'm still a middle-of-the-road comedian because barely anyone's paid me to fly anywhere yet. So I don't have any jokes about flying. But I do have a shitload about driving, so fucking buckle up. Driving's interesting to me because it's a complex task, but your brain's not necessarily working at the level it should be for something that's so complicated, right? We do weird shit when we're driving. You ever been driving down the freeway and you drift out of your lane so much so you just say, screw it, put on your blinker and change lanes? That's a weird thought process. Like, what are we trying to do, save face with the other drivers? Like, nah, I meant to do that shit. I'm in this lane now, this is my new lane. The only thing is, we shouldn't even be driving because it's 2015. Where are the flying cars at? What a broken promise. Yeah. When you're a little kid, they're like, hey, when you grow up, there's going to be flying cars. And we all got here and they were just like, psych. But as a consolation prize, here's one that can parallel park itself. I'm like, I don't need that. What don't you understand about I need to be whisked through the skies? And if you're going to fix small problems on a car, you guys had a lot of major oversight. Like, great job. You invented a computer to get the car to park itself. But you guys never figured out how to get objects in the mirror to be exactly as they appear. I got a groundbreaking idea, Alexis. Why don't you fix that mirror and maybe I could parallel park this car all by myself. Stop trying to rip me off with your fancy bullshit. I know your tricks. You could at least have a self-driving car, but I can't even buy that yet. That's bullshit. I don't need Jesus to take the wheel. I need Google to take it. I need him to do it quicker. But I'm tired of driving to work. And I'm tired of wasting money on Ubers. If I had a self-driving car, I never got to take an Uber again. I just tell a robot to take me the fuck home. Because I like drinking and I talk down to computers so they don't uprise against me. And I know I have a drinking problem because I spend a car payment's worth of Ubers every month and I got a regular car payment. That's too much money. That'd just be fun, because people love drinking, self-driving car, no more DUIs, that'd be great. People especially like drinking on Sundays now, I noticed. You remember when people used to just go to church? Now they're just getting drunk on Sundays, yelling Sunday Funday as loud as they can, as often as they can. Sunday Funday! It's like, did you know Monday could be a fun day too if you didn't get so fucked up on Sunday? You're missing out on a whole day based on a riding scheme alone. My favorite thing is people get so wasted on Sunday, still got to go to work on Monday. They don't care. They just show up to work, start chugging coffee because work still needs to get done, and they're not willing to do cocaine yet. And coffee drives the industry. The weird thing about my generation is we stopped drinking coffee and started drinking energy drinks, which I don't specifically understand. There's too much stuff in that. They seem dangerous to me. Coffee makes sense. That's a bean. It grows. Thank you so much, Earth. Thanks for just growing that for us with no byproducts. Where are they growing the stuff in the energy drinks at? Doesn't even seem growable. I can't pronounce the ingredients. I'm just going to have to assume you've been cooking that shit up in a meth lab in Mississippi. And you just invented energy drinks by accident while you're doing some Breaking Bad shit in a double wide. Some dude was like, hey, we got some leftover stuff in this bucket, what do you want to do? And then the other guy's like, I don't know, man, can it up. Call it Monster because it is scary. And we'll sell it in grocery stores nationwide to help people get through their Mondays. Energy drinks don't even look like you should drink them. That's why they keep them all in a can, because they look weird. They don't want you to see what they look like. I poured a Red Bull into a glass recently and it looked like some shit that could turn a regular turtle into a Ninja Turtle. Why is this shit glowing? I ain't trying to be a Ninja Turtle. Today is Monday. Energy drinks seem so dangerous to me, in fact, that I bet in 2040 they're going to have to run commercials on TV that are like, did you, a loved one, or someone you know, drink a Monster energy drink or a Red Bull in the early 21st century and now shake uncontrollably? Because if you did, you're going to need to call the law offices of Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Those law commercials are hilarious. Commercials are weird sometimes. I saw a commercial recently where I was like, how the hell did that go on television? Don't they have a checks and balances? It was for a detergent company. You know what their brilliant idea for their commercial was? To have a guy pull up to a kid's soccer game in a van, which is a real bad start. That's where I stopped the commercial, but they went ahead and kept going. And in the side of his van, he had a washer and a dryer, and he gets out of the van at the soccer game and collects all the little kids near the van. He's like, hey, little kid, you got a grass stain in your shirt. Take it off. I'm gonna wash it in the side of my van. I was like, really, Clorox? I thought we were trying to stop pedophiles, not give them the best idea ever. That's a really good idea. And all the moms in the commercial are like, yeah, give this dude in the van your clothes. It makes perfect sense. And I'm just sitting in my house getting drunk, wondering when flying cars are coming out, wondering what has gone awry. Like, how confused would you be if you're this kid's father and he came home from a soccer game in a really clean uniform? You would just be like, hey, Jimmy, did you get to play? You'd be like, yeah, Dad, I played the entire game. But why is your uniform so clean? Well, Dad, there was a man in a van and he told me to get naked. But at least he was at the fucking game, Dad. Thanks a lot, I'm Billy Bonnell. Have a good night.